Well, that was exactly scary.
But we are at the Bear Lake Trailhead. There's lots of fun lakes and hikes and views that we will be able to see from all around here. So we're just gonna kind of explore around today.
Yep.
We're gonna start off by trying to get a view of the Spearhead and Longs for sunrise, and then kind of see about doing the 4 Lake Loop. Whew.
It's so cold. It's not as cold as I was expecting, but it's still cold. All right, you ready to go for this?
I'm ready to go. So we are heading this direction. Step 1 on this trip. See what we can get. There's some really interesting cloud stuff going on over Longs and Glacier Gorge area. So it'll be really interesting to see how that develops. We made it up to this view behind me here. The color up over here is absolutely fantastic. Kemper climbed up on the rock back behind me here. Hopefully getting some sweet shots of that. What we're waiting to see is if we can get this cloud in that basin behind me here, Glacier Gorge, that kind of Glacier Gorge area back up here, to see if we can get a view of some of those mountains, including the Spearhead, which is a really cool mountain kind of peak that's nestled back there. So we just got back to the car, kind of warmed up and reset. That was probably like a 1.5 mile little jaunt.
Yeah, not
for sunrise.
Very long, no.
Now we're gonna see about doing at least Dream and Emerald Lake, and possibly try to do the 4 Lake Loop depending on snow conditions and what the wind's like is out there.
The weather does seem, I don't know, it's like it's kind of unpredictable. We know that the winds are supposed to get really crazy, and it's already crazy, but like really crazy, like.
Really fun and interesting when you get to walk across the lake, just right on top of it. This is Nymph Lake behind me. You just went over. More of a pond, really. We're heading on up to Dream.
The wind is blowing. This is not a time lapse. That is real time. I'm snagging some of that footy.
just made it to Dream. It is extremely windy to an intense degree. Woo! You probably can't hear anything I'm saying, but maybe that windscreen's doing its job. We'll see. Now we are heading up from Dream to Lake Hiyaha is what I'm going to go with. Still probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's exciting. Never been here before. Been to Dream Lake many times. Been up where we were earlier today many times. But never been up to this lake, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. That honestly wasn't super fun back there. Definitely felt exposed. The snow conditions were really good though, so I think that's what made us feel comfortable. Let's shove on. Just made it to Lake Hiyaha. Lake Hiyaha. That's what we're going with. Kemper is right next to this weird looking ice formation. Looks like the ice has gotten broken up and kind of cracked. I can honestly say I've never seen ice do this, where it looks like it's getting pushed up onto the rocks. It's a really interesting, it's really interesting and beautiful.
Well, that was exactly scary.
Now you guys just missed it. Kemper broke through the ice right there. I don't think there's really water under there.
No.
Alright, so we've been here for probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. But it's kind of looking like we probably need to head back. Or head out. We're gonna do the loop so we don't have to do that sketchy area again. But there's 50-mile-an-hour winds forecasted, so we probably need to get moving.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how fast this is, but I don't think it's 50 miles an hour.
No, I don't think so either.
Cool. Man, this is cool. This was really worth the trek up. So interesting. But it's coming. You can see it coming off the divide. There's Hallett right there.
Alright, so we've been cranking now for a while. The trail is slightly hard to follow, but not awful to find in the snow.
Should get a little easier. The tracks, we're going to be behind this ridge.
Alright, so we just made it to Mills. This is the last lake of the day, except for, I mean, we're going to be by Bear Lake again, but so it's really fun. We missed Emerald. The wind was just really, really bad in that particular area, so we decided to go on ahead to Hayaha, which was an amazing first see, and I haven't been to Mills in a few years, so this was really fun. What'd you think about it?
Yeah, it was fun. Snow in between here and Hayaha goes dicey, but doable.
Indeed. Alright.
Whew. I'm ready for some coffee though.
Oh, you betcha. Alright, so we are back at the car.
Whew.
We did about 7.66 miles, including our excursion this morning. About 2,600 feet of gain, I think.
Yep, a little over, almost 2,700.
Nice. Did you get any bangers?
Maybe. I think this is one of those maybe ones. Like I'm some of those with the clouds coming down over longs could be really interesting. But I think I'm gonna have to get them into Lightroom before I know for sure.
Yeah. Do you kind of wish you had your 100 to 500?
I did. On the longer hike, I wish I'd had it. Not quite sure. I guess I was thinking I wanted my wide angle in the 7200, but the 100 to 500, I probably would have been good with just that lens, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Well, we are gonna go get some coffee. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like the video. And you know, if you've ever been to Rocky Mountain National Park, drop us a comment down below about how you liked it.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Need more range. 200's not quite enough. I always forget that in the winter, that in the summer 200 is oftentimes enough, but in the winter for some reason I like more range. I should have brought the 100 to 500, but